No matter how it may seem, no one has control over your life except for you. This is not personal, financial, or life advice. We're just a couple of guys and an occasional guest talking out loud. Welcome to the What Are We Doing podcast.
My song right there, man. What's up?
Yo, we
going
back.
on, everybody?
Yo, what's up?
It's Monday. It's Monday morning.
Monday
you know what time
morning.
it is, man. You hear my voice. That's how we gonna get y'all week started. My name, Handsome Kelly. To the left of me, right of me, somewhere in the room. Who we got?
Kadeem Brown back like I never left.
Like he never left.
Monday morning.
All right, let's go, guys. We are recording this on Thursday, putting out on Monday. You guys know that already. I don't have to keep repeating that. I'm here. Kadeem's here. Let's get this thing going,
bro.
man.
I'm here.
How was your week?
Bro, my week was good. I had a successful week.
I like that.
Yeah, I was working, bro. I've been working in the studio. I know work sounds so cliche, but that's what I've been doing, bro. I just been working. That's it, yeah.
You getting closer to your goals or what?
Always closer to my goal. You know what I started doing also? For the longest, what I haven't been doing, bro, is like honestly taking that 10% out. I haven't been doing that for a while. Yeah, no, I haven't done it all year. So I think yesterday, Wednesday, was like the first time I've been slacking. I need to get back on my shit. So
at least you started.
Yeah. I went back and bought some silver. That's what I used to always do. I used to buy silver here and there. I need to get back in the swing of that buying silver. Yeah. I have a nice stash of silver. One of my boys, same guy I was talking about from last week who does real estate, he put me on to like a couple spots out on Long Island where I can get some silver from. So that's what I did yesterday. Me and my girls went out, copping some silver. We got some nice pieces. I put it on my IG if you guys are following me. Way Too Irrational.
Oh,
easy plug.
Like that.
Yeah.
I like
you would have saw. Then follow me next Wednesday and you'll see some more pieces I get. So yeah, that's it. How about your weekend, bro?
Yeah,
you had a crazy weekend. I know. I've been following you.
Gosh, yeah. It was extremely productive. I did go to Atlanta, as you guys know, paid attention, and so my Instagram, Handsome Kelly _
I was in Atlanta, bro. You left really at the perfect time because we had that snowstorm.
Yeah.
Not storm, but
I'm down there with a T-shirt on, looking at everybody's social media. It's snow out there and everything. It was crazy, but it was very productive. The property down here is extremely cheap.
It is. Yeah, you had texted me. You never got into detail though, bro.
I thought about getting into detail on here, but I was like,
nah, this is not the right place to go in detail. We need to scope out the competition first.
Let me just say that if you guys have $10,000, or if you could team up with someone who's $10,000, get some property. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, bro. There's so many spots. I feel like we live.
Oh, bro, real quick the movie theater down there, right?
Yeah.
I bought a large popcorn. I bought a drink for my two nephews and my niece. What else did I get? I got my girl. She got a pretzel. I got a pretzel hot dog.
Yeah.
Guess how much I spent?
Probably no more than $30.
$30 exact.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out.
New York is
man.
crazy. With the
price,
price,
how much that would have been in New York?
Easily like $60, $70,
easy
$80.
$3,000. What are you talking about? Easy $3,000.
And you would have had to pay 50 cents for the extra butter.
They had free refills for the popcorn, free refills for the drink.
Free refill for popcorn?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
The first night we went down there, we got a large pitcher. We got some tacos. I didn't even spend $30.
Jeez.
Their most expensive restaurant was some seafood spot. I don't know what it's called. It was really good though.
Oh, I know you. I saw you post that. It's like, but
I did not even spend $100.
Yeah, I went there when I was in Houston one time. I went to that spot. Yeah. They have a big one in Houston Airport. When they had a long layover. I was there.
Food was real good.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what you were saying.
Oh yeah, real estate. Yeah, just like popcorn and everything, the price wise, it's so much cheaper anyway. That goes for real estate too. I was looking at a couple spots in Detroit too. Oh my gosh, dirt cheap, bro. They're giving away houses.
And plus, with Detroit, we actually got to talk about that offline.
Yeah.
With Detroit, with the area, everything filling back up, that's going to be a good ROI.
Exactly. Yeah. That's definitely going to be the move. Like I said, that's on my goal list for this year. So I doubt I'm going to do anything in New York. It's going to be a lot of traveling and a lot of investment that way towards the end of the year.
If I do New York, I'll probably do a multi-unit and just keep it at that.
Nah, I feel like everything will be multi-unit for me.
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
What I look like having one tenant.
Yeah. It has to be multi-unit. Everything I do. That's not bad though.
But if you guys can hear me, I do sound better.
Yeah, that's the biggest complaint about yesterday. Like, yo, nobody can hear Handsome talk. Like, nobody can hear you talk. I was like speaking to the mic, bro. Come on.
I have no hangovers, which is great. One bad thing that I do have, I don't know what it's called. I got playing basketball. I had a finger poked in my eye. Literally, thought my eye came out. It was that bad.
That's wild, bro.
They said I have something iris. Something with a T.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so.
Yeah, I'm not either. I got the paper. And my eyes feeling a little better.
Nah, that's good, bro. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, let's go back into it. Last week's episode, we did get crazy feedback from it.
Yeah,
we got good, we got bad, which I really love. I actually love the bad.
I love the bad because I know how to improve. Yeah,
we learn from it.
The good is like, oh, you guys did a good job. Yeah.
Tell me what I did bad.
Tell me what I need to work on. So but the biggest complaint was just the noise. Well, not the noise, but the volume. Yeah.
They
that
kept
was
saying
it.
They had to turn it up when I'm talking, turn it down when you're talking. So we do apologize for that, guys. Moving forward, even if I have a hangover, I mean that's my responsibility to give you guys some gems. So we're just gonna come up here and do that.
That's it.
But we're also gonna talk about the success from the feedback from last week's episode as in the success of it. So people's viewpoints were different. I know me and Kadeem spoke about it. As for me, I had a conversation with someone who they don't make $100,000. They make less than that, and they kept saying they're successful, and I kept saying that's not true because you don't have your freedom. So we got a little debate about it. Also, going back onto that, people keep saying that you can be successful with making less than $100,000. This is my personal opinion. I actually feel it's a fact, not just an opinion. You're not successful less than that money.
Well, one of my boys had hit me the other day. He made a good point when I was like, I can see that. He kind of hit me in the text, and he was just saying, there's people who make less than me who are extra grateful and loving the moments that they live. They love the success. They feel like that's successful. They live they think the moments and the memories they're making, that's success. But
that's not their freedom though. So it's like that's like living in the past. Because let's say I'm traveling, going to all these places. I'm making those moments. That moment is not success. That moment is just going towards my happiness.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the line that we kept on crossing back and forth between last week also. We kept on talking about success, but at the same time, we kept on talking about happiness in the same time. I feel like we kept on jumping back and forth. I do think there's a fine line between happiness and success.
I think it boils down to the 4 pillars. Health, wealth, love, and happiness.
I agree.
That right there is a form of success. And that right there is also a form of freedom.
And it has to, and you have to have all those to reach the overall success.
Like an avatar. If you want to be the avatar, you gotta be health, wealth, love, and happiness. Those 4 things right there. You gotta make it be free from those things, and not free in a bad way, but free in a good way, and you'll be successable.
And like I said, it's still everybody's definition of success is still different. So
that's
so that's the main thing too. I feel like when we're talking about. And I feel like there's long-term success and there's short monetary success also.
But the thing with that, short-term success messes us up.
Yeah,
because we'll do things because they're short-term, and then long-term we're messing ourselves up.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing to do. The short term, that's what kills people, especially when people seize other people's short term. That's the worst because they feel like, oh, snap, I can get that. I don't have to do that much work.
Yeah, and
it's easy for me.
But they don't understand the work that was required, the sacrifices that they made to go that route.
Nobody sees that, bro. Nobody sees that.
Speaking of going that route, we're going to talk about the entrepreneur route this episode.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great episode. Yeah,
really
I've been excited for this episode. Me and H talked during the week to try to pick out the topic, and he dropped his topic. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah. I had a conversation with one of my best friends, and he was telling me, and he was like, yo, you should make this into an episode. And I was like, yo, you know what? We should.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump into it. So we want to see what, like, the first question, we're talking about the entrepreneur route and just taking the entrepreneur route, the struggles, the pros, the cons. And the first thing I want to ask you is, like, when you were younger, what you feel like made you, like, who inspired you, who influenced, who around you say, like, yo, I want to be like him, or you saw something that was like that might be the route that I want to take, or like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't like answering to other people.
Okay.
But it's more so of, not in like a rebellious way, but more so of, why should I listen to you to tell me what should I do with my life?
Agree.
You know, guidance is one thing, advice is another, but to dictate what time I need to wake up, dictate what time I need to be at this place, what time I need to be at that place, what time I'm able to take a lunch break, what time I'm able to get my paycheck. I don't want someone else to be in control of that. Yeah, I should be in control of that. So that's really that's actually what got me into looking for alternative ways of grossing income, and it's entrepreneur. But the thing with entrepreneur is that that's so in right now.
Yeah, it is. It is a trend right now.
But it's a gift and a curse. The gift is that it's showing others, as I said, I think one of our previous episodes, to be creative. Yeah. Because you have to find problems, find solutions,
and fix them.
The curse of it is that many people are looking at others who sacrifice amount of time, sacrifice family, made all these sacrifices, as well as put the the time in, for let's say like 3 years, 8 years, no matter the time spent, they put the time in. Yeah, they don't see that.
Of course, yeah.
All they see is that, boom, this person's rich. Boom, this person has luxury items. Boom, this person's famous. They don't see all the things that they put into it. Now, don't let social media fool you. Entrepreneurship isn't as glamorous as it appears to be. There'll be days you'll be depressed, broke, and ready to quit, but you really have to just understand that this is your dream. You can't quit on your dream.
You can't. And I feel like the only way you can quit, or the only way you can fail, I should say, on your dream is if you quit. If you don't quit, there's no way you can fail. There's no possible way you can fail. As long as you keep pushing, as long as you keep striving for your goal, you can't fail because you're after it. It might, like you said, it might not come tomorrow, it might not come next week. It might take 3, 4, 10, 20, 30 years. You have to look at somebody like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett made one of the richest people in the world. He made all of his money after he turned 50. So look how long and investing and everything he had to go through to reach that success. Like it doesn't happen overnight. Big Sean says, it took me 10 years to be overnight success.
The beauty of it is social media and technology allows things to be quicker.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I personally feel that 10,000 hour rule doesn't really apply anymore.
Yeah. I agree.
Seriously, because it's so much that we're able to adapt with. That's one thing too. You have to adapt.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
you have to adapt. But going back onto that entrepreneur route, because I know many people are just quitting their job, pushing their dreams. They have this thing where they say you got to jump off the cliff and create a plane while you're flying down. Yeah. Now, there's some truth to that, but me personally, I feel that when you jump, you have to calculate the distance from your jump to the ground. If you don't calculate that, you're going to fuck up. Yeah. And there's plenty of times where I've done that myself. I'll mess up where I'll just jump and it's like I didn't really do improper calculations. So I got to go back to the drawing board while I'm falling.
I feel like that's the biggest, with us, we're just like, we have an idea, and like me, my sister and my girl was cracking on me yesterday about my paintball, because I bought I spent so much money on paintball equipment yesterday.
Yeah, I saw on social media because he's posting more.
Yeah, I'm posting more. I'm out here. But they were like, at least he stuck with it this time, because when I get an idea, bro, I'm with it. Like when something sparks in my head, right. When I have an idea, when I want to do something, I'm going and doing it ASAP. Like this podcast, you was like, I have an idea, we should do the podcast. I'm like, let's go buy the equipment. I'm on Amazon already buying it. Let's do it. It's a great idea. Sometimes that's a blessing and a curse, right? Because sometimes I go and jump into stuff without planning in advance, and that's the same thing I feel on my beginning of my journey with finance. When I started taking courses, I got that bug in my head, like, I want to take a course. Without proper plan, I started paying for courses. A lot of those courses in the beginning were bullshit courses. I wasted a lot of money on information that if I just went out and saw, I could have got. So, that's a blessing and a curse, I feel like.
But you also got to move.
Exactly. Yeah.
Many people, what's that statue with the guy thinking?
Abraham Lincoln?
Nah. The statue is called The Thinker.
You talking about Abraham Lincoln when he has his hand on his shoulder?
No, not that one.
Okay.
No, that's Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, it's called The Thinker.
The Thinker, okay.
Yeah. You don't want to be
thinking.
No,
okay, sorry.
Damn,
nah, those explosions
now. You just put me on pause, man. But
Thanks,
all right, got it. You don't want to be someone who's thinking and you don't do.
Yeah.
Because many of us, we get caught in becoming a statue. So now that idea that you have, let's say you have an idea in December. Now it's February. Mm-hmm. You still didn't do anything with that idea. Yeah. So now you're becoming a statue with that idea. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do that. You want to make if you have an idea, and I learned to adapt with this. If you have an idea, do something toward that idea. Mm-hmm. Even if it's looking up one thing about it, or if it's purchasing one thing about it. Do one thing that's gonna get you close to that. So now, once you put the time into it, it's like, damn, I already put the time into it. I might as well keep going.
Yeah.
And as you continue, just learn from everything and adapt.
Mm-hmm. Brad Lee, I don't know if you listened to his last episode. It was analysis paralysis.
When did it come out?
It came out, I think, the beginning of this week, and he talks about that people overanalyzing stuff, people overthinking stuff, and not making a move, like saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna. He was perfect. Yeah. He kept on going on and on. People like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and they just never do it. They either talk themselves out of it, or they just keep talking into it.
But that also goes into, we do that because of our habits.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, we don't change our habits. We have all these great ideas that will get us closer to our goals, but when the momentum in the other idea fades away, we go back into habits because everything is mental.
No, I agree with you. Analysis paralysis. I can't even say that word right. Like, my definition is so off.
But hold on, you already asked me. Let me ask you this question: what made you take the entrepreneur route?
All right, so what made me take the entrepreneur is the freedom. I have two things that I can remember that I was like, I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the table. The first time is when I was really young. I was thinking about this in the beginning of the week, and I just said, yo, that was a time. I used to work at a truck stop in Mount Vernon. Like, I've been working since I was 14, full-time jobs over the summer. So I was working at this truck shop, and every week I was working for this guy, really good guy. Every week I would go to get paid. He would always come to my office, and how he would pay me was, obviously he was under the books, so I wasn't even old enough to work, but he would literally reach into his pocket, take out a wad of cash, lick his finger every Friday, and just scroll through his thing. Every week I would get paid different, but every week he would just literally take out the money out of his pocket and then give it to me and be like, here, thank you, boom, and that was it. And that was like, oh snap! Like,
you're on the wrong side.
I'm on the wrong side. Well, everybody's struggling and everything. This guy's paying me out the extra cash he has at the leftover at the end of the week. The second time was
money.
The second time was at my last job that I had. I used to work at a generator company out in Long Island. I used to work on these beautiful houses and everything. My boss, there was a really small It was a really small company, but we did a big scale of work. So everybody was really, really close. My boss was mad cool, mad close. So one time I was just shooting the shit with him in his office, and he has a Maserati, right? So he used to park his Maserati in our garage. And I'm like, yo, when you gonna let me drive your Maserati? Like, come on, let me drive it. He's like, yo, Kadeem, you can drive my Maserati when you're sitting on this side of the table. Ooh, and I was like
that.
Oh shit. I was like, yo. And 2 weeks later I quit. But like a couple of months, maybe 2, 3, 4 months after that, I'm like, yo, he's right. Like, I'm never gonna be able to drive or live that life if I'm not on that side of the table. So I quit there. And I feel like that was the final straw that I was like, yo, I need to do this on my own.
I want to give a quick rant real quick. Yeah. As he just said, he quit his job to pursue that entrepreneurial lifestyle.
Yeah.
And many of us are doing that. We're quitting our job to go push our lifestyle. We're taking that risk. But then it comes to a point when we quit, and now it's like, damn, how am I going to get my money? And we also get these opportunities, because it happens to me too. We get opportunities, job opportunities. Oh, you could take this job, take that job. You have to remember something. Mm-hmm. Don't quit. Yeah. Not don't quit, but don't accept that job. Mm-hmm. You took this route for a reason, because you want your freedom. Not just your freedom, you're pursuing your goals and your dreams. Mm-hmm. That check comes with a price, and that price that it comes with, well, if you take the job, the price that it comes with, you're putting your goals on hold, and you also allow your goals to fade away. Because now, let's say if you do accept that job, and you take that job back, or no matter what it is, you take that job, and you're getting a paycheck. Now you're putting your goals on hold, because instead of having the ability to create that freedom of any time you can pursue your goals, now you can do it from after 9 to 5. Because between 9 to 5, you can't do it. You're working.
Exactly.
And on top of that, now that freedom that you have for that was 24/7 freedom, it's gonna put down to a few hours. And you also have to sleep. You got to eat. You got to travel to, or you got to travel back from work. That right there alone is time consuming. Yep. So you don't want to make it where that paycheck is good, because you're looking at it like, yo, nobody knows what I'm going through. Yeah. Nobody know the bills I gotta pay. Nobody know the things that I'm facing financially. Nobody knows that my relationship is bad because of my finances. Nobody knows that I can't pay bills at my house. Nobody knows these things but me. So if I take this paycheck, I'm going to be able to satisfy those needs. And that also separates the short term and long term. Because now you're looking at the short term success, but you take away from the long term. And the long term is you being able to have that freedom and also being able to do the things that you really want to do with your money and your goals.
And the biggest thing about that too, while you're working from that 9 to 5 hour, unless you're in a sales or a commission based job, you're the amount of pay you're getting is capped. Also, you can spend a day and do no work at all. The next day you can work your ass off and work overtime. At the end of the week, your paycheck most likely is going to be the same. Maybe a couple of dollars if you work overtime or not, if you're not in a commission based or like a sales position. So that's something to look at also.
And truly, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, just think about this. You can't pay your bills. Like, let's say you jump, right? I've been in this predicament too, where I've been in situations. Well, let me not repeat myself, but I need I need money.
Yeah.
Right now, the things that I'm doing is not working, and if I know if I accept this role, I can get that money.
Yeah.
You just have to remind yourself that it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing, your current ceiling or resistance that you're doing right now, it's not cutting it.
It's not.
Because you're not able to pay your bills. You're not able to do the things that you truly want to do with your life. So what you need to do is you need to break that ceiling. You break that ceiling, and now you have a new support.
Yeah, if we want to keep it real, even me and Handsome, maybe like 2-3 months ago, maybe the beginning of this year or towards the end of last year, we both had different opportunities to get in jobs in finance.
Oh my God.
It was completely separate opportunities, but we both got that, and we were really considering it. Like, we were talking every day, yo. The money was good, so we were talking like, yo, we can do this, let's do this. I'm like, yo, I'm about to have a job on Wall Street, yada 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 yada. And then we caught her. I don't know what made us catch ourselves, but we were just going through a slump at that time. Everybody goes through that slump where shit is not working right for you, shit's not going your way, and you're just like, you know what? You get an opportunity that's like, you know what? Let me just take this. This is not working. Maybe this will take me closer to my goals. And yeah, we almost played ourselves.
And that's the thing, because I'll jump more back into that. But as he just said, we almost took that.
Yeah.
And by taking that, because we may have a job that, hey, this may help me towards my goal. It may or may not. It really depends on, you just got to do the pros and cons of it. But with this job situation, I realized if I would have took that position, the pay was okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I make more than the pay.
Yeah.
But so I would have decreased in my pay. But I would have had a check coming. Which would have been like, I don't really have to put the work in. Exactly. And that's a bad thing, because you want to put the work in. You want to put the work in to get yourself closer to your goals. And not even just that, you have to come to a conclusion within yourself that I need to stop living for others and start living for myself.
Agree.
People want me to live this type of lifestyle. People want me to take this type of job. People want that for me, but I don't want that. Like my grandmother, it came to the point where she would always send me. This is when I was like really going through it, and I was really going through it. Like, literally, I was doing my best to keep my energy up, keep my smile on my face.
Hard.
Just look at the. That's really what changed my mindset was I really blowing my account. Like the major account. The reason why, because it made me that I need to get myself up. It took a long time. I had to take classes and everything. You guys know that if you was following me. But my grandma will always send me information about, this job is hiring, that job is hiring, and I had to keep telling, like, stop doing that, because that's not what I want to do.
Exactly.
The money was really good. It was really good. My grandmother has good connections, but I just know that if I was to do that, I would be continuing chasing someone else's ideas for my life, and that's not what I want.
It's not, yeah.
And then you really have to say to yourself, listen, enough is enough. Stop committing to your excuses. Your excuses, again, is what get you to that ceiling. If you continue committing to your excuses, if you continue not making the right sacrifices, if you continue doing all these things, you're not gonna progress. And the goal is to progress. The goal is to get you to your dreams, to get to your goals. It's not to look like you're getting there. We get on social media and we see all these different people, they're posting this, posting that, and you're like, man, I should do the same thing. But in their reality, I personally know people, they rent these cars just to post it on social media, and as soon as that post is over, boom, you're back to reality.
Yeah, two things. I personally know people, like a lot of these guys you see on social media, they're marketers. That's what they're doing. They're marketing themselves. I know a lot of these guys personally, and what they do, they go rent cars, It's nothing to rent a car. It's nothing to lease a car, All you need is good credit, and you could get a sports car for nothing.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they're manipulating people into thinking they're living this great life when they're just average, like just any of us. So
they're
yeah,
just utilizing their credit. But with entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs need common sense and a sense of urgency. Really, that's what you need. In this world, if you have common sense, you have a sense of urgency. That goes back to what Kadeem was saying. Once you have that idea, just run with it. That's a sense of urgency. So now you put urgency within your goal, also within your idea. Now you have to push forward with it. But one thing I want to say, and you have to just think about your life as a diamond. Now, a diamond is only cold until the right amount of pressure is applied for the right amount of time. Think of yourself as being a diamond. All these things that you're going through, that's God pushing these obstacles in your way. He wants to see if you really want this goal. If you really want this goal, you're going to find a way to get past these obstacles. You're going to find a way to push everything to the side, continue going down your road, which is the pressure, and use that time to become a diamond. You also have to remember one thing. Obstacles are not the finish line. Obstacles are obstacles along your journey.
Yo, you're bodying this episode right now.
You
need me in here, bro. Yo. You need me in here, bro. You seem like you got this covered. Yo, he's spitting facts right now. I got chills a while ago listening to that. Yeah. And obstacles are gonna come and come and come. And when the only time you're gonna fail when those obstacles hit, if you say, okay, I'm done, or this is it,
right,
or you give in. And that's why it's so important for you to keep your goals in front of you. It's you to look at your goals every single day. It's so easy to get a detour from your goals and start doing other things, because opportunities are always going to present themselves. You're always going to get better opportunities. And the more you grow, the more people are going to want you on your team. And just like your job opportunity that you had, you denied your job opportunity when you were very, very close to taking the opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing about that is, you're still working with that group of people,
right,
as an individual. They still want you on their team. So that's crazy that they saw your growth and they're like, yo, we need to have them. And by you being true to yourself and us talking like, nah, we're not going to sell out, or we're not going to like trade our time for money anymore. What have you done? You built a relationship with them. Mm-hmm. You didn't burn the bridge. You ended it the right way. And now you're ongoing doing programs with these guys. They're constantly calling you back. You're legit part of their team as an individual, and still getting money both ways, in different ways. And that's the way to grow.
Right. And yeah, as he said, that network is so important, because you cannot do it on your own. You need others around you. Stop burning bridges. Mm-hmm. These bridges that you're burning, What if you want to go back? What you guys? If anyone ever driven down south or driven anywhere, you move past a bridge. Imagine you're not able to cross that bridge back.
Exactly.
Just think about that though.
Yeah.
As you burn these bridges, just think about, you're not burning that bridge. You're also burning every single person that person knows, because now you're making yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to cross that line again.
Exactly. Even when I go back to my old job, and I've been out there, I can still go back to my old job, shoot the shit with everybody, talk to everybody. I still get calls weekly from different people in that company asking me how I'm doing, showing me support, showing me love. You can't burn bridges, because you never know you never know if I have to go back. You never know if something crazy happens and I do have to go back. You never know what can happen about your future. And though, like he said, you might burn a bridge with one person, but you don't know what their network is.
Yeah.
It's 6 degrees of separation. Everybody's connected somehow, some way. So you don't know how that can hinder your future. So that's a big thing also. So
But
you have anything to say?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got one more thing, because you mentioned opportunities over and over.
Yeah.
And it's plenty of times where we can have things that may look like an opportunity, but it's not really an opportunity. Just like telemarketers or people ring our door. They come into our door, hey, do you want to buy this? Do you want to buy? Well, they're not really doing that anymore though. But emails. Let's use that.
Yeah,
no. Let's go back to
you do telemarketer.
Yeah. So people not ringing on your doorbell,
door-to-door
knocking.
sales.
Door-to-door sales. People aren't really doing that.
We know. Yeah. Well, you could use that as an example.
Yeah, you guys are old enough to experience that. Even the younger ones. Yeah, they're probably like 3 years old, having somebody ring the doorbell. But again, back to the opportunity. You can have someone ring your doorbell. You can have somebody knock on your doorbell. Hey, do you want to buy this? Hey, can we sell you this? Can we do this for you? That right there is an opportunity. Just because somebody knocked on your door for an opportunity doesn't mean you have to take that opportunity. Mm-hmm. It's so many opportunities that come your way every single day. We're presented an opportunity. We may not even know it. Mm-hmm. Even a casual conversation with a friend can lead to an opportunity. Yeah. But you have to remain focused on your goals. Remain focused on your goals. Remain focused on your goals.
Yeah, there's 100 ways to skin a cat. There's so many ways to make money. There's so many ways to be successful and find that success, find that freedom that you want. Take your avenue. Somebody else might be doing something completely different than you, but they might reach that same goal that's to top the same time with you. It's just a different avenue. There's so much money out in the world, so much ways to get it. You just have to find your lane and you just have to stick with it. Yeah. People get deterred. People get knocked off their course so much. That's when they're hopping from one person to this to that, to this to that to this, and that's never gonna get you any money. That's never gonna get you rich.
Just like highways, people always speeding on highways, and you see accidents. Those accidents occur because they weren't staying in their lane. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if you stayed in your lane, you're speeding in your lane. Mm-hmm. You're not likely going into an accident. Even a bumper to bumper, someone sped on their lane and they went right into your lane and hit you on the bumper. Mm-hmm. That's how they got into an accident. So accidents occur from you not being in your lane. Stay in your lane, and the likeliness of you getting into an accident is going to decrease.
And if you run up to somebody's back on your way, they'll move out your way. Yeah, so if they see you coming, they'll move out your way.
That's law of attraction. That's just the universe. Mm-hmm. If you speak into it and you want it and you get it, people gonna move out your way. Mm-hmm. They're gonna see it though. Oh, nah, this guy, he's in a rush. Yeah. Or he's really pursuing this. Oh, nah, let me move out the way. Let me make sure that he goes and finishes that. He goes and finish his drive down that lane.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I hear you, bro. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. So the main topic now when we discuss is let's talk about success. We're talking about entrepreneurship, the road to entrepreneurship, what got us in there, what influenced us. Right. Now that we touched on that, we talked about like leaving jobs, we talked about like family and everything like that. Let's talk about the struggles and sacrifices. I have like a list here that is different struggles and sacrifices that one will go through on the road to success. And let's just go through that and let's like just say how it affects you. I'll say how it affects me, and we'll just keep going through those lists and see what we get stuck on.
All right, so first, because I actually see your list. Read off the list, and what we'll skim through each one as we do it. No, not as we do it, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go back. So for one.
All right. Like so the first one we have the struggles and sacrifices. Right. That comes with family, health, friends, hobbies, time, happiness, sleep, staying true to who you are, entertainment, stability, income, comfort, pride, and immediate desires. We touched on a lot of those though already. Yeah, so, but yeah, let's just quickly pass through them.
Start with family. Start it off.
You want to start?
I'll start it off.
You can start off. Yeah.
Sacrifices with family.
All right, so I'll start it off.
No. I got it. I was just thinking about how I should say it. Sacrifices with family. To pursue your goals, you have to become a different person. You're going to be the same you, but you have to become a better version of yourself. That also means that you can't give your family the same amount of time you were always giving them. The reason you can't give anyone the same amount of time you always give them because you have to become a better version of yourself. And that better version along your journey requires you to sacrifice all that time with the family. Yeah, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt both sides. It's going to hurt you guys. I mean, it's going to hurt you as well as them, but it's necessary. And they have to also understand that time apart is necessary for you to go down on your journey. That doesn't mean that you guys have to not be friends or not be so close anymore. Because, I mean, even this is something that I'm still currently going through now when it comes to sacrifice with family. It's a transition, but the difficult is that I was lacking the proper communication with that family. Mm-hmm. Now, you don't have to communicate every single day, but when you do communicate, just make sure it's love there. Make sure all of that is still intact, but you do need to sacrifice that.
Yeah, definitely. With family also, I'm going to try to touch a different topic than what you said, but I agree with everything you said. And also with family, it's hard to keep those relationships like he was talking about. It's hard to keep those relationships intact. You come home, you're tired. You don't want to deal with your family. You don't want to talk. You just want to come home, go to sleep, wake up, and go back out. So, like, on the road to entrepreneurship, I feel like there is no compromise, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Compromise.
Yeah. There is no compromise. Like you either want it or there's no balance. That's what I was looking for. There is no balance.
Yeah,
so
I don't think
there's not going to people's like birthday parties. You're missing out on like graduations and little stuff because you're so focused on yourself. You can't let that hinder your long-term success, because eventually you're going to come back and you're going to want to help your family. So by you sacrificing that time and energy you're putting in the family, that's going to help the whole situation work better.
Yeah, I want to be the perfect uncle, perfect brother. I want to be all these things, and plenty of birthdays I wasn't able to make.
Of course, yeah.
And my niece's birthday was her party was the other day. I was in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to go to Atlanta at that time because it was convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, it bothered me that I did miss my my niece's birthday, but for the long term, that was more important. And I'm not saying that was more important, like her birthday is not important, but for me for my long term, me missing out on that birthday was more important.
I agree.
And it doesn't mean that if you miss out on their birthdays that you don't love them.
You don't love them. Yeah, you're working on the bigger picture.
Right, and they understand that.
Of course. Of course. So the second one is health.
I can run this real quick.
Yeah.
All right, just paint this picture, right? You're
and these are struggles that people deal with on their
your
road.
age right now. Add 15 years to it. Add $50 million to it. Add you have bad health. Now just have that picture in your head. You have bad health. Now let's do the same picture 15 years in the future. $50 million. You have great health. Which one would you rather have?
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Yeah, but then the struggle with people's health, people get so distracted. And, I gotta make this money. I gotta do this. They're up for hours and hours. They get a little bit of sleep, so that's gonna take a toll on your health. And that's one of the biggest struggles that a lot of entrepreneurs see, or a lot of people on the road to success see, is getting there. A lot of people say you spend all your time making money, and once you finally get the money, you spend all that money dealing with your health issues. So that's a big thing and a big struggle that a lot of people go through on their road to success.
Are you throwing subs at me because I barely sleep?
That's everybody, bro. That's the worst thing, bro. But yeah, this time it's hard it's hard to get that proper hours of sleep when you have to be here, you have to be there, you have to be doing this. Yeah, but that's a sacrifice that you have to make.
Yeah, because there's plenty of people who are successful who get a lot of sleep and plenty who don't get a lot of sleep. Mm-hmm. It boils down to what you do while you're awake.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, how you utilize your time.
Next one.
Next one is friends. Friends. There you go. Go ahead. Now go.
All right. Friends. You can't have the same circle of friends all the time. Just goes back to me saying no new friends. Plenty of friends you're gonna have to sacrifice, and it doesn't mean that you guys aren't close anymore, but you guys are just going different routes, and that's fine. You just have to have the circle that you want to be influenced by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your friends are going to be, if they're your friends, they're going to be there if you're MIA on them, or they're going to be there. If they're really your friend, a lot of my friends, especially when I was away at school, like doing schoolwork and stuff like that, I was away. A lot of them were here still. I would come back and speak to them like I just saw them yesterday. Those are the people that I consider my friends. The people that see where I'm going through, the people that support me, those are my friends. And if they're really your friends, then they're going to understand. Yes, you're not going to be able to spend a lot of time with them. They're going to be partying. They're going to be going here. They're going to be there. So that's definitely going to hinder on your relationship. But if they're your friends, they're going to hold you down no matter what.
All right, what's next?
Bam.
That was good.
Yeah, rapid fire. Hobbies.
What, hobbies?
Hobbies, yeah.
Well, my hobbies consist of my goals.
Yeah, see,
I don't have hobbies.
So a lot of people always ask me like, "Yo, what are you interested in? What are you doing?" Things like that.
Goals.
I feel like we got to a point at the beginning. We already sacrificed all our hobbies, and we're working so hard right now that our hobbies are literally getting to the success. So when people ask me like, "Yo, what do you do for fun? What do you do for this? What do you do for that?" Like I'm working that I find this fun. Like people like say like, yo, how you're always at home, you're always doing this. Like, yo, this is fun to me. Me grinding, going hard, and then finally seeing a little bit of success. That's like that's so fulfilling for me. I love that. But hobbies otherwise, yeah, I play paintball here and there. Age goes to the gym a lot. Yeah, there's different hobbies like that, but a struggle of having hobbies is lack of money. Like any hobbies is going to take money out of your pocket to do this or to do that. So it's going to take money or it's going to take time. So on your road to entrepreneurship, hobbies have to be cut down to a minimum. So that's how that affects that's how that affects.
You gotta want it.
Yeah, I don't know if anything.
You really gotta want it. Like seriously, you have to want it. You have to want it. Even me, it's plenty of times where I'll do something and I know that this is not getting me closer to my goal. This is putting me on like a pause getting to my goals. And I question myself too, like, yo, do you really want that? Because if you really want it, you're going to get up. If you really want it, you're not going to pursue this. You're not going to do that. So that boils down to hobbies. But what was the next one you said?
Time.
I mean, yeah, I just said that.
He said that, yeah.
You got to put the time in.
Mm-hmm. And you got to utilize that time properly. Like we talked about in the last episode, there's no way you can work 24/7. You're not going to work around the clock. There's going to be days where you just want to kick back, watch a movie, kick back, have a drink, like H did. There's going to be days you just want to chill, you want to hang. That's perfectly fine. But majority of your time has to be spent accomplishing your goals, especially if you're in the S quadrant, which is the self-employed quadrant, where all your money that you're bringing in is coming from the amount of work that you put out. Yeah. You have to be working, and you have to be working. That's the biggest step when you take that leap out, like quit your job or anything like that, become self-employed. A lot of people think self-employed, that's where I want to be, that's where I want to do. I'm telling you right now, that's the worst. It's so stressful, it's so hard. Do y'all know how much I pay a month for health insurance? It's ridiculous. Yeah, but you don't see all those little stuff that come out that makes you constantly work. And the longer you in the self-employed category, the harder and harder it gets.
Because people think that self-employed is golden. They think that not everyone should be self-employed.
Yeah, I feel like nobody should be self-employed. Like that's just a stepping stone to the next. And you want to be self-employed in and out that. Yeah. You want to be in and out that category self-employed so quick because one, it's so easy to get stuck there because yes, you will make a significant more amount of money than you would as an employee, but the time, the effort, the stress, the strain that's putting on you is difficult.
Many people, they can't tolerate that, and that's a struggle right there.
And that
not being able, but you have to discipline yourself to when you wake up, you have to go get it. You have to do things to make it happen.
Exactly.
If you don't make it happen, I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna eat.
Exactly. And that's what
I love eating.
And that's what goes back to you saying, I lost my train of thought, but next category.
It goes back to him losing his train of thought.
Yeah, that goes back to losing my train of thought.
What's next?
Where were we at? We were just talking about time. That was time we just did?
Yeah.
Happiness.
Yeah, happiness. It's like the top of the dome, man.
All right, so for happiness, all right,
you could.
Yeah.
I got it.
Jeez, all right, okay.
All right, so your happiness. Yeah, I got it. Gotta think real quick. You have to. You got to be happy. But people they think that happiness is like buying items. Or happiness is anything that's materialistic, and in order to really have your happiness, it has to be inner. Because if I buy all these things, you're happy for that moment. You're not happy. Period. You got to wake up and be happy. Or even when things that you're going through aren't going your way, you have to change your mindset and make that mindset habitual. So when you face these challenges, you're still happy.
Yeah, and for happiness and on that road to success, on that road to freedom, happiness is going to come and go a lot. And that's why it's so keen to keep certain people around you, certain people, that energy that you can vibe off of and that you could grab from. Because there's going to be a lot of disappointed nights. There's going to be a lot of nights where you're not hitting your goals. There's going to be a lot of times when you're working. Things are just not working out for you. Everything's going against your way. You're not in the best of mood. So there's a lot of unhappy nights. But that's why it's so keen to keep those certain people around you that you can vibe off their energy, that you can steal a little bit of their energy from.
Yeah, you have to. Having friends hold you accountable. Having the right friends hold you accountable, because you don't want to have friends where you're down and those friends continue the energy for you to keep you down. That right there, think about this. How can you be a friend to someone if when you're down, they're allowing you to stay down? That's not a friend. That's an enemy disguised as a friend in your mindset. You got to change your mindset, and so you can really put on different glasses and see, wow, this person's not really my friend. This person's actually an enemy.
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Off top. You talked about being down. You're down. What are some ways if somebody is trying to do their best, like they're trying this, they're trying that, nothing is working for them. They're doing this and nothing, and they're down, they're getting kicked down. They're not seeing no success at all in everything I do. They feel like they're not pushing forward. How can you get out that? Like what's your way of getting out that mindset, or like trying to stay positive in those tough times?
Having a right person by your side.
That's it, right? You think so?
Yeah. And if you don't have the right person by your side, find the right person to have by your side.
Yeah,
you also need mentors. You need to utilize social media. Don't always scroll to see the negative. Scroll to see things that are gonna, and search. Seriously, sit down and write your problems out.
Yeah.
Sit down and write down. Let's say if I want to hit this goal and I didn't hit it, I'll write down, damn, I did not hit this goal. By you writing it down, and then just also write, what can I do differently to help me hit this goal? And while you're writing it, you're gonna just brainstorm. But you have to have mentors, but you have to have the right person by your side.
Yeah, I like what you said. I was talking to my friend yesterday about this, and she was going through some stuff, and I was just saying, like, I didn't say the right person by your side thing, but what I basically said to her was like, it's your mindset. Yeah. It's your mindset. You have to know that the goal that you're working for, it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but you have to know eventually it's going to happen. People fail every day. People like KFC, Colonel, he went to so many different companies to try to sell his recipe. In the last company he finally went to, I think it was like 40 something or something crazy, years and years and years, it finally took off. I feel like, especially with social media now, and the advice that you said, go on social media and look, but I feel like if you're not really trained and you don't have that proper mindset, you're going to go on social media and you're not going to start picking out the right things. The advice that I gave to her was, get off social media. Stay away from social media and develop your mind. Pick up a book, like go on YouTube, listen to some personal development stuff, take courses on personal development, because we all go through those down moments. We all have those times where we're not really going to where we want to be, or things are not working out for us, and it's so easy to get discouraged. It's so easy to say, you know what, F this, I want to do something else. But I feel like you need to develop that mindset, and then when you start developing that mindset, you'll start attracting good stuff back in your life. And like you said, you make a good thing if be around people that you can feed off their energy, people who are grinding as well, and once you develop that mindset, you'll take out that envy. Because even me, sometimes I'm around people like, damn, how do they have this? I'm not doing this. I see them working. I feel like I'm working 10 times harder than them, but I'm not there yet. And like you said in the beginning, you don't know what's going on in the background. You don't know how hard they're working. Yeah. And that's why I said kind of stay off social media, because it's all bullshit on you. So it's fake lives. Everybody's posting their happiness on social media.
But everybody can work hard. You got to work hard on the right things.
Yeah.
And not just that, you got to work smart and hard on the right things. Just because you're up and you're quote unquote grinding, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks they're grinding when, think about this, you're grinding compared to who or compared to what?
Exactly, yeah.
But back to what I was saying though, you have to make sure that you're working smart and working hard on the right things. Otherwise, you'll literally just be going in a circle. You're like a hamster on a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing to live. But so many of us live that way and don't even realize it.
Yeah, I agree. All right, on to the next one. We did sleep already or not? We did sleep? I forgot where we were.
That's the next one?
Sleep? Yeah.
We should put like a fingertip.
Yeah. Mad unorganized. Sleep. All right. So sleep, you're going to lose sleep. You're not going to be able to sleep. There's going to be nights you get 2 hours of sleep. There's going to be nights you get 1 hour of sleep. There's going to be nights you sleep in your car. There's going to be nights you sleep on couches. Like, sleep, that's the biggest thing. That's so easy. Team no sleep, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's gonna hinder your success. Like, and you have to learn how to work long hours with a little bit of sleep and still be productive.
Yeah, because you have to, as you just said, and piggybacking off of that, you have to understand and realize it's not about the sleep. It's about what you do while you are awake.
Agreed.
Now, me, I take a lot of naps, so I barely sleep, but I take a lot of naps, and also I take pride in doing that. You have to understand that the sleepless nights that you're doing now is beneficial towards your goal. But in order for that to be beneficial, you have to put the proper amount of time into doing what you want to do. It doesn't mean wasting 8 hours on social media, because that's not the correct way for you to get towards your goals. However, if social media is one of your goals and becoming that social media person and utilizing social media for your goals is beneficial, then do that.
As you can see, Sleep, I have my nice alarm clock next to me.
Yeah, I was going to talk about it, but I saw in your IG story, because you posted it, because you're on social media.
I'm grinding on social media. Let's go.
You're on social media more, but yeah, I'm looking and it does say the time right now. He does have a clock.
Yeah, so I was talking about that last episode that I wanted to stop sleeping with my phone in my room because it's getting distraction to me where I'm losing sleep because my phone constantly goes off. Because when I'm sleeping, everybody's awake doing what they got to do. And of course, everybody's going to hit like me up. That's the right time to hit me up when you're awake. So right. I haven't really used it yet. Like, I haven't really got to use it, but it's here. It's looking nice, but I really haven't got to use it. I've been up for I've been grinding. I've been working, bro. So I haven't really slept. I took some naps here and there, but I haven't really got to utilize it the way I envisioned myself utilizing. Which next week I'll give you an update on how it's working. Next one. Who you are. So you're a person, like, as your individual. Like, what do you have to sacrifice, like, as yourself, as the person you are now? You have to sacrifice who you are for basically who you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's basically what who you are stands for. Like, the person you want to be, the person you envision, the person that you see yourself in the future, the person you are now is not that person. And you have to sacrifice different stuff about yourself, different personality traits, different things you do, different habits you have. You have to sacrifice all those stuff to be where you want to be. A lot of people don't want to make those sacrifices. Right. A lot of people don't want to stop going out and partying. A lot of people don't want to stop buying nice things. A lot of people don't want to make that sacrifice, that personal sacrifice, to get where they are. A lot of people are so keen on what everybody else is doing, what everybody else thinks about them. They don't want to take that jump and say, you know what, fuck what everybody else thinks. Let me do what I want to do.
Yeah, because you have to tell yourself that what I'm doing now isn't worth it. What I'm doing isn't my goal. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Entertainment. Entertainment. This is a thick line or thin line?
A thin line.
I like thick line better.
Thick line. Okay.
Because plenty of times some things aren't thin. Some things are like thick lines.
Okay.
All right. So it depends on what your idea of entertainment is. We can look at the norm of entertainment, like watching TV, as entertainment. You have to, if you're gonna spend time doing things that are entertaining to you like that, you also have to spend twice as much time on your goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. Like we said, like, you're not going to work 24/7. You're not going to be on the clock working 24/7. And your entertainment stuff, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of entertainment. You're going to have to sacrifice going to sports games, going to movies, doing this. Not saying you're not going to do this, but that's not something you're going to be doing on a consistent basis every single week. Not saying you're not going to be able to go on vacation or anything like that, but there's going to be sacrifices that you're going to have to make.
What's the next one?
Next one, bam, stability. We talked about this earlier also. Now, we touched a lot of this list in the episode. Stability, like H talked, like, for me, when I first quit my job, and it was rough. Like I mean, I still live with my parents, so it couldn't be that rough, but paying bills, I still had bills to pay. I still had a car note to pay. I still have insurance. I still have the, like, other bills in the house that I help out with that I still have to pay. So stability, and that's why it's so easy to lose track. And somebody come and offer you $1 amount, and you take that, and now you're working on somebody else's goal. Now you quit for no reason. Now you just messed up the plan that you have. So stability that's a sacrifice you're going to have to make. You're not going to be stable. You're not going to be able to pay your bills every month. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 years without paying your bills. Maybe sometimes if you're really grinding, your credit's going to get messed up. A lot of stuff are going to happen, but that's a sacrifice you have to make for that long-term success, I feel like.
That's questionable.
Talk to me.
I don't miss a lot of payments.
Yeah, you might not miss a lot of payments, but
it boils down to your budgeting.
Yeah, cool. It boils down to your budget. And sometimes you're not going to be able to make, sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice, do I want to keep my heat on?
Right.
Or do I want to pay my electric bill? Do I want to pay my car note? Or do I want to do this or do that? Do I want to feed my kids or something like that? So it might not even come down to budgeting. You might be the best budgeter, but if you don't have the money, then you don't have the money.
You got to break your ceiling if you don't have it.
Exactly, yeah. But that's going to push you. That should push you if you're a real entrepreneur, if you're developing your mindset, you're taking those personal development, those struggles should push you to do better. That's why personal development is such a strong thing. And that's why I feel like everybody should first do, instead of learning how to make money, learn how to strengthen your mind, learn how to open your mind, have a growth mindset, except for a limited mindset.
All right, what's next?
Stability, income.
All right, income. You don't have your goals. You didn't hit your goals next, so your income sucks. And put more work in next.
Yeah, that was easy. Comfort.
You can't be comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this
comfort's a good topic.
A real good one.
Mm-hmm.
When you're comfortable, you're at ease. Just think about this. I'm comfortable. I'm at ease right now. I'm chilling. I'm on the beach. Blah blah. But I'm not progressing. Being comfortable is literally like the lifeline. When it's not going up, it's not going down. It's just going sideways. Mm-hmm. That's what being comfortable is. You're not progressing. You're literally that's exactly what it is. Yeah, because when the lifeline goes flatline, you're dead. So you don't want to be a flatline. You want to make it where even if you're going down, because those downs could be an opportunity for you to rise back up, figure out what's going on, and adapt and react. But you have to keep progressing, and by progressing, you can't be comfortable.
Yeah, comfort zone is the worst zone you can be in, basically. Comfort zone, there's no growth in being comfortable. There's no progression. Nothing happens good in the comfort zone. Only bad things can happen to you when you're comfortable. Because when you're comfortable, when you're not working towards that next thing, something else is going to happen, and it's going to knock you off your path, or it's going to hurt you really bad, and you're not going to be prepared for it.
Yeah, one of my coaches, Alan Ray, he said this to me. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Talk, preach, boom. I say we leave it at that.
Yeah.
Pride.
Oh, man, this is a good one.
Put your pride aside, basically, for me. So, like, put your pride aside. Stop worrying about what everybody thinks. Stop worrying about, like, how you look in other people's face, pleasing your family, pleasing this person, doing that. Yo, put your pride aside. If shit is not going right, if you have to get a job at McDonald's, get a job at McDonald's, get your money together, and go back on your path. Like, if you have to, there's so much different stuff. This happened to me when I first quit my job. A lot of, like the older people, like my parents' friends and things like that, they would ask me, oh, you left school now. What kind of job do you have? Like, yo, I was like, where are you working? I was like, I'm not working. Why don't you get a job here? Why don't you get a job there? You're doing this, you're doing that. Everybody thinks they know what's best for you. Nobody knows what's best for you except for you, basically. I had to put my pride aside and say, everybody's going to come and ask me questions, why I'm not doing this, why I'm not doing that. And you have to be prideful of what you're doing. You have to say what you're doing boldly. Not everybody's going to see your vision. Not everybody's going to know what you want, but you have to let them know what you want.
Yeah, and I'm the same exact way. And it's plenty of times, even still, plenty of people, they will come to me and they'll just, oh, hey, handsome, how's it been? Long time no see. What's going on? What school did you graduate from? What school are you going to? And I didn't go. Mm-hmm. And they'll look at you, they'll give you that look like you're a failure.
Exactly.
But you're not a failure.
Yeah.
Because that's their idea for you.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to focus. You don't want to continue striving to be the person that somebody else wants you to be. You want to strive to be the person that you want to be.
Yep.
And that's back to what I was saying with my grandmother. She used to always come to me with jobs and job opportunities. This person's hiring, that person's hiring. She stopped doing that once she realized that I started doing things. That once I started producing some of the results, and I showed how I was producing the results. So what do you have to do? You have to become a better version of yourself. You have to push yourself so you can start producing those results. And again, that goes back to your pride, because you have to remember that you are where you're going. Well, where you're going is where you want to go, not where somebody else wants you to go. So if they look at you weird, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Let them look at you weird. Yeah. You don't want to be that person. It's good to be weird, because being weird is not being normal, and you're not normal because your goals aren't normal.
Mm-hmm. Nah, next. Intermediate. What's that?
What's next? Come on, Deem.
I'm sorry. I had the finger. So your desires. Yeah, desires. What your desires. Long-term versus short-term and stuff like that. I feel people get too trapped into wanting short-term success and not going for long-term success. Like, they do a lot of work to get that short term instead of really worrying about that long term success. I made this quote last time. I think Bill Gates said it. He says people underestimate what they can do a year and overestimate what they could do in 10 years. And I feel like people desire success so much and want success so much, they get hindered and they stop looking at the long term vision and just worried about short term stuff. And short term stuff are never gonna hold you. That's only temporary.
Short term and long term. Look at the NBA, right? Last year, the Warriors won. The short term, every loss that they had throughout the season was a short term loss, but the long term victory was them winning the title.
Mm-hmm. Bam. That's it. That's a list. Clap it up. Yo, we need sound effects in here. I feel like.
Yeah. How much is it to get sound effects?
I know we need some sound effects in here, bro. We need to make it Amazon, more. Yeah.
I'm on a budget.
Nah, we're gonna get some sound effects. All right. So next thing we have on the list is basically perks. We can touch perks really quick. I didn't even put a list down for them. In the beginning, honestly, there's not going to be a lot of perks. You're going to be struggling. All these struggles, that's what you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with all the struggles we just listed before you start seeing the perks. And the biggest perk and the reason why I'm like grinding is the freedom. That's a perk for me, and that's what I'm working towards. Join your journey. Yes, there's going to be a little highlights here and there. You're going to probably meet a lot of cool people, you look up to. You're going to do a lot of dope things on your journey, but the real perk comes at the end of when you have that freedom for me.
Yeah, literally. And that's what it boils down to. The perks literally are hitting your goals. That's the perks of following your goals are hitting your goals.
That's it. And so we just did perks in 30 seconds and we told all the struggles. So if you're willing to go through all those struggles to hit that 2 perks that we just named,
do it.
That's what it's all about.
Remember I said last episode, we had 30 emails.
Yo, we have emails.
Over, we had 100. Now we got 8,000 emails.
Yeah, our emails are flooded. Woo! So, yeah, we're going to try to tackle 2 emails a week. That's going to be our thing. We're going to try to do 2 emails a week.
But what we want to do, because it was a little time span before we were getting emails, we got our first email.
Talk about it.
Now, the first email, what's his name?
Let me pull it up. Our first email is Giovanni.
Giovanni what? Just Giovanni?
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
All right, Giovanni last name. So that's our first, our first email guy. And because of that, we're gonna give you $50. So Giovanni, if you're listening, send us your information so we can send that money to you. We appreciate you taking our time out to give us feedback as well as questions.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. We just wanted to say a token of our appreciation. So we're going to give you a $50 gift card, and it's going to be to Amazon or it's going to be to Barnes & Nobles. You have to pick one. Hit us back. Send us your address and everything like that so we can mail that to you ASAP. So thank you.
Yeah, we're not giving you money to blow it on.
We're not giving no Amazon gift card.
We give you money that's going to go towards progressing and going towards your goals.
Exactly. And the more you guys listen, the more in the future we're gonna start doing like little raffles and stuff like that, and we're gonna make this fun, make it real interactive. So thank you. You'll be getting your $50 gift card as soon as you send us that information. So
we waiting.
If you don't make it to the end and you don't send it to us, then you're asked out. So I'm gonna read the email. Yo, Demon Kelly.
Wait, hold up. This is the part. So what we're going to start doing now is towards the end of the episode, we're going to answer a few questions.
Yes. All right. So Demon Kelly, keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. All right.
Don't call him Kelly.
Don't call me Kelly.
I knew he was going to say that.
Dean and Handsome or Dean and H?
Yeah, he hates when people call him Kelly.
All right.
Unless it's Mr. Kelly.
Yeah.
All right. So, yo, Demon Kelly, keep up the good work. Thank you. I need you guys to have the podcast out by 6 a.m. on Mondays and another episode during the week. We're actually working on another episode. You want to share the idea? Okay, sorry. All right, so sorry. I'm sorry. Just joking. But real talk, I think having a relationship would help me in my journey. But at this time, I don't put myself there anymore. Guess I'm asking for dating advice for someone who's on the road to success. Yeah, we could tackle it. I mean, we're both in relationships, so I mean, I'm not a relationship guru. I'm the wrong person to be asking relationship advice too, because I'm still working on my relationship as well as H. Like we're just in it. Yeah,
it's a journey.
So it's a journey, it's a process. What I can tell you is a relationship can hurt you and it can help you. And the ways it can hurt you is if you don't have somebody that can see your vision with you, if you don't have somebody that doesn't know where you're trying to go and doesn't want to go through all those struggles that we list, a relationship's going to hurt you. Because I'm going to tell you, there's times where I make plans to do stuff with my girlfriend. We have a whole day set. An opportunity comes my way and I have to say, no, I'm done. If she did, I can't do this. Our plans are done. And if she didn't understand where I'm trying to go and seeing the long-term vision on that, the relationship would have been working. I'm working Saturday nights. I'm working Friday nights. We're not in the clubs. We're not going out to bars. We're not posting IG pics of our food every Saturday night. So there's different stuff that we're not going to do. I hardly see her during the week. We talk. We do this. When we do see each other, we have a great time together. When we do go on vacations, we have great vacations. We're able to go places for months at a time. And we have fun doing stuff. When we go out to eat, we go to the best places. But that's always so very often that happens. So that's the biggest advice. I can't give you any marital advice or anything like that because I'm not there yet. I'm the wrong person to ask, but it's a progress. It either can hurt you or it can hinder your success.
Yeah, now Kadeem, he just finished my relationship course, so that's the reason why he's giving this great advice. But no, he's absolutely right. And you have to remember, it's a relationship. It's not a battle.
Yeah.
It's a relationship. And there's plenty of times where experience will give us these answers. That's one thing that helped me out, because of experiences with with relationships. You also have to remember that communication is a huge key process to it. Not just communication, but as he said, they have to understand your grind and they have to understand that your sacrifice you have to make, and vice versa. He or she, you guys both have to come to that conclusion that if you guys have this certain day and an opportunity comes along, maybe you need to sacrifice the opportunity, or maybe you don't need to sacrifice the opportunity. But both parties have to be aware of what's going on.
And a big thing that just came to my mind also, you see a lot of very successful people going through a lot of divorces. The reason why is if you're an entrepreneur and you're really striving for your goal, you're going to give up and sacrifice anything to reach your goal. That's anything. If you have to sacrifice your relationship, you're going to sacrifice that relationship to put time in growing your business, to put time in doing that. And your significant other has to understand. And I feel like that's why there's so many divorces, relationships, struggling relationships, and so much powerful couples, because sacrifices have to be made. And if you're a real entrepreneur and you really want to hit your goals, if that's the only thing on your mind, you came so far, you're not going to make anything stand in your way. As much as that hurts, nothing's going to stand in your way. So you have to have somebody who's willing to go through. Like I said, there's a lot of times where I have vacations planned, this plan, that plan, and I have to do this. And then for me, it might be, or for her, it might be the simplest thing. Like, I just want to talk to this person or have a meeting, or, oh snap, this just popped up the day of, I got to go home. That happens all the time. It'll be a dope episode if we had them on.
What relationships?
Yeah, nah, just like if we had our significant others on.
Have Shaw?
Yeah,
she would do it.
Yeah, that would be a dope episode. We'll make that happen far in the future.
Yeah. Let me finish off this relationship real quick.
Yeah.
Relationships are also a business. Which
it is. Yeah.
What makes it great for my relationship is that we communicate often. We communicate on every little thing. We communicate if we have certain issues. We communicate with it. We figure out, okay, why are you mad about this? This is why I'm mad about this. All right, what can I do so moving forward you won't be mad about this again? This is what I can do. And that, again, you have to communicate, and you also have to remember, you have to also remember that it's going to be plenty of times where things aren't going to go you guys' way. And that's for boy and girl. I lost train of thought.
Yeah, but no, that's good. Communication is key. I still got communicate. I'm struggling with communication. I'm not the best communicator. I'm not the best talker, period. Because I don't know. I feel like I've been a lot of independent. I have a lot of independence. So when I have something in my mind, I just keep it in my mind and just work on it. But communication is key too. Yeah, and like you said, it's a business. Everything is a business. Like, that's somebody that you want to grow with. Marriage is a business. You sign those contracts. It's a contract that you're signing. If you plan to get married, that's a business. I can't give you marital advice. I'm not married.
It's also a journey.
Yeah,
it's not like you guys are gonna figure it out right there on the spot. And you guys are growing. You're not gonna be the same exact person. Boy or girl, you're not going to be the same exact person. Well, you shouldn't strive to be the same exact person 3 years down the line, 8 years down the line. Every year, every day, you guys should both be growing towards your goals, and that person should help you towards your goals.
Exactly.
You want to be that person's superhero, not their supervillain.
Agree.
So there's so many people who say that I love you, but I hate you. How can you hate someone you love? It doesn't add up. You got to work on communicating each other and find out, all right, because you guys are going to have disagreements. You guys are not the same exact person, so you're going to have disagreements. But you have to make it where those disagreements are understood on both ends, and you guys can move forward in the right way. What's the next one?
Agreed. Boom. So next email from Sade Jones. Hey, guys, I'd like to hear you both speak. You
got to say her name.
Sorry. I'd like to hear you both speak about where your self-confidence stems from. How did/do you overcome insecurities and take risk without overthinking it? That's a great question. Love the podcast.
That's a good
Looking forward to the next one. That's a good question. I can start that.
Repeat that question again.
Repeat the question again. Okay. I'd like to hear you guys both speak about your self-confidence, where your self-confidence stems from, and how you overcome insecurities and take risks without overthinking. I have to touch this one at a time. So about self-confidence, I feel like self-confidence comes from personal development. Self-confidence comes from being so sure in the plan that you have, the goals that you're going to achieve, that nobody can tell you anything to push you off of it. If somebody comes and says, yo, this, that, you're like, no, this is what I'm working on, basically. Self-confidence comes from knowing yourself, knowing your goals, knowing where you want to go. So I feel like that's self-confidence. Yeah. A lot of people are going to come say this and that, but you're so sure, you're so educated on where you want to go and what you want to do. Nobody can tell you different. And I feel like self-confidence, that's education too. Personal development, mindset, education.
Yeah. Self-confidence also comes from repetition.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only way you can really be self-confident is doing things over and over that's going to create the repetition. And it could be the personal development that you use that's going to help you towards it, but it has to be something doing over and over and over. So you're so confident in yourself that, yo, I can do this, I can make this happen. I'm like, even people who speak to you about you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. You got to be confident in yourself, like, whoa. Nah, this is my goals. This is where I'm going to push towards. Mm-hmm. What's the next part of that question?
How do you overcome insecurities?
How do I overcome insecurities?
That's actually by doing. Even with this podcast, like we had a lot of stuff. Like I don't want to hear people. I don't want to put my thoughts out there. I'm scared of rejection. I'm scared of this. I don't want people to hear my voice. I think my voice is horrible. It's just repetition. I feel like insecurities. It's really just saying, you know what, fuck it. I don't care what nobody thinks. I'm gonna go out and do this. And
it's also a mindset because fear comes from insecurities comes from fear.
Yeah,
but fear is just an illusion of the future. Just because you're thinking about all these things doesn't mean it happened. Yeah. It may happen, it may not happen. So you want to transition your thoughts, your inner thoughts, to instead of saying, oh my gosh, what are they going to think about me? Say, oh my gosh, they're going to love me. Mm-hmm.
And overcoming it, you work on it, basically. You work on it through personal development. Other insecurities, you go to the gym if you're fat. You just have to work on your insecurities, basically.
What was the last part?
And take risks without overthinking it.
I just be jumping.
Yeah, like we talked about at the beginning of the episode. Like sometimes we take those jumps and it's wrong, but you don't want to not do anything because you're scared of what might happen. Like there's always a good side to a bad side. What you're supposed to do before you make a decision, you weigh the pros, you weigh the cons, and once you do that, then you're good. In the book, Think and Grow Rich, there's a chapter where they talk about decision making, and they talk about just saying like, if it takes you anything more than a minute to make a decision, you're not the right person that should be answering that decision. You should know from education the past, and if you can't make that decision, you need to find somebody who can make that quick decision because they know what they're talking about. Yeah. And say, I don't know, you had anything to add, or that's it?
Take risk and prosper.
That's it. Take risk and prosper. That's it. I mean, that's it. That was the episode. I feel like it was a dope episode. I mean,
this was really good.
Yeah.
But to close out, if you guys are interested in making some money with us, because we're going to be sending out some money.
Yes, some money. We're
going to be sending some money for these emails.
Yes, keep emailing us. You never know when you're going to get chosen to get some type of award. It might not be a gift card. It might be something better than that. It might be something not so better than that, but it's going to be a gift.
That was my sexy voice.
What?
What do you have planned for this coming week?
For this week, what do I have planned? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't have my list here, honestly. This week, what do I have planned this weekend? Grant Cardone. He's having his GrowthCon thing. Yeah. So I'm going to be diving into that. Like, I'll be doing that. Yeah, Sunday. All right, so he's having a 3-day, it's actually 4 days where he live stream it. I'm way too busy. I can't sacrifice a whole day of not, like I talk about that self-employment category. If I sacrifice those 3 days, then I'm asked out on next week's bills. But what I have to do is, Sundays are usually my rest day of where I just really just chill, relax, just eat. I'm gonna just I said eat. I'm just you can see where my mind is right now on food. Yeah, Sundays are my chill days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread those 4 days into 4 weeks, and I'm just gonna every Sunday I'm just gonna dive into it and listen to one of his days of his thing. Yeah, bam. Yeah. So what's your plan?
I'm supposed to be meeting up with a buddy this coming week. We're gonna see how that plays out. It should be a really good meeting. We're gonna catch up, but I know we're gonna be talking about business and moving forward. So if things go according to plan, it's gonna be a great venture.
Oh, dope! I'm gonna see Black Panther too.
You didn't see that yet?
Nah, but bro,
forever.
I was so close, yo. My sister talked me. I'm here chilling, waiting till that thing comes out clear
we on
the fire card.
We can have a fire card.
I mean the fire stick.
What does he got?
I mean
he got that fire card off the Kali block. That's a Queen's joke, but but no, that movie. I think that movie was the best movie of all time.
I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna see what the hype's about. I was waiting for it to come out clear. I'll wait till it come out clear, but I'm gonna go see it tomorrow, which is Friday, and so next week I guess we could talk about it. Yo, what do you think about Drake's video?
Oh, that was all right. So it's Jay-Z then Drake.
You were just saying that.
Yeah, seriously. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the GOATs, it's Jay-Z then Drake. Mm-hmm. I feel that right there alone. I mean, Drake is so influential.
Yeah.
For him to give out money on a video. Mm-hmm. It's going to start a trend. So now you're going to see so many other artists, not even just artists, so many other people stepping up and publicly showing that, hey, I'm donating this, I'm giving this money away, I'm giving that money away, helping the normal, not normal, but helping the daily, everyday person out, mm-hmm. which is what you should be doing. You should make enough money for you and your family, and mm-hmm. everything else, just give it away. You don't really need it. Mm-hmm. Just like J.K. Rowling. So if I don't know if you guys pay attention, but she's not.
That's the Harry Potter lady, right?
Yeah. She's not considered a billionaire anymore, and the reason why she's not considered a billionaire anymore is because she gave her money away.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about giving? You're big in giving. Like you do drive every Thanksgiving where you do feed the homeless and stuff like that. You go out your way, but how do you feel? We had this conversation. I don't even remember the conversation I had.
I actually do remember because I give a lot of my money away. Even when I shouldn't be doing it, I give it away. Because I just say to myself, I can make this money quicker than that person can make it. Mm-hmm. But we had the conversation, and your thoughts on that was...
All right, so I have different views. All right. So, yes, I do a lot of giving. I feel like a lot of my time is spent giving back. Not per se money, because I don't feel that I have it now to be giving away like that. But I give away a lot of my time. But the funny story that I had one day is we live in New York, and most cities or major cities are like this. You have like a homeless person or somebody begging for money at the corner every day. So sometimes I'm feeling generous and I'll give somebody money, and then I had to stop myself giving them money because I don't care how bad a position that they're in. One, me giving them $5, $10, $1, the change that I have on me, it's not going to help their overall situation. It's only going to hurt them because that's making it acceptable for them to. We're rewarding a bad behavior. We're rewarding them handing out money with their hands out and things like that. And I feel like that's not going to help them. That's not teaching them how to fish. That's just giving them fish. And they're going to be right back in that situation. Yes, it might help them short term, but long term, it's not gonna really help them. And then you don't know what they're gonna do with that money outside of that also. So what I had started doing is I was like, I'm not handing out anybody money no more because unless it's going to like an organization or something. But I see somebody on the side of the street, I'm not handing out money. But what I started doing is I started buying people food, I would say. Yeah. So if I'm walking to a store and sometimes people are at the door opening the door for you, letting you in, and I'll just be like, yo, come in, let me buy you something. So the reason why I even stopped doing that, bro, one day I do
both. That's why it's funny.
One day I was going to the deli, right? Getting a bag of chips, bro. And I walk into the deli and somebody opens the door for me. He's like, do you have any change? I'm like, nah, but are you hungry? I'll buy you food. And then he's like, yeah, I'll buy food. So he comes in the deli with me and I'm just like, yo, anything you want, just get it, put it on the counter and I got you. He starts picking up mad stuff and I'm like, yo, are you sure you don't want two of those? You don't want this? I'm like, yo, anything you want, put it. I'm not bragging, it's just the story. I'm like, yo, put it right there. I got it, right? Yeah, and so he racks up, maybe it's $20. Boom, that's a lot. So I give the $20 and that's it. So I go back to my car, start chilling. I'm there getting ready to drive off. And I'm taking a phone call now. So I'm on the phones, I'm not driving. And 5 minutes later of me being on the phone call, I see the guy walking back to the store and return everything that I just bought him. He returned everything, put it on the counter, and I see the guy give him the money back. And after that, I'm like, I'm not giving or buying. He just fucked it up for every other person in the world, because that got me so tight. So now for me, I'm only giving to like organizations or something like that. Even that might not be good, but like that's why I'd rather donate my time than the money, because that's not. I was so sick to my stomach, so sick. And yeah, that's why I'm like, he just fucked up for everybody. I was so sick.
I could just picture the guy just walking back.
Yeah, like he was mad, picking up mad stuff, and I'm like, yo, this guy just got me. He definitely got me. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm giving. But that was a dope video. I like what we did. Everybody's talking about he's showing that you give, and when you do stuff like that, you shouldn't really show it. But I mean, if that's the way he wants to give, like let him live.
Yeah, I had a little issue with that. I was talking to a close friend. I'm not really a fan of posting.
Yeah,
what
not
I
me
do,
either. Yeah,
like giving away money.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll literally post every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm giving this person money. Like that's, to me, it's more so of the person you are. But the thing about it is, like posting that, and this is I had the conversation with a friend. Posting that can influence someone else to do the same thing.
Agreed.
I've been working on transitioning myself from being private about it and being public about it.
Yeah.
Because everyone has their own reach of people. Now let's say if I post that, I mean let's say you just let's say you posted the you feeding that guy.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not to brag or anything.
Yeah, which I would never do. Yeah,
maybe someone can look at it and say, "Whoa, Kadeem's doing that. Maybe I can do the same thing for the next homeless person I see." Yeah. And that right there could be a snowball effect.
Yeah, I agree. And somebody of that stature, on that level, with that platform, with that reach, it's good to see that, because like that'll jog. Even if you can't do it on that magnitude,
I guarantee when this podcast comes out, you guys are gonna hear about more artists that are giving back. Well, not even just artists, but individuals that are giving back. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you don't have to show it either. It's just, but that on a platform like that, it's good to show it, just to show everybody, like, yo, I made this and I'm giving this back.
Maybe you should show it.
Nah, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like showing anything like that.
I'm working on transition to showing more because of the reach I have, but. It's
some stuff are still not meant to be shown. I feel like some stuff you just do it out the greatness of your heart, and then that's it. But yeah, it'll show naturally. I feel like in the long run.
Yeah, God's gonna reward you
easily. So I mean, that's it. That's another great episode. Episode number 4. Yeah. In the raps coming at you. We need a cool outro saying. We're working on it.
You're not doing the Big Sean thing no more?
No, like an ouch, like something we say.
I got dip or peace out, y'all. Nah, that's whack.
That's whack.
I can't just throw that. Guys, if you have any ideas on an outro, email us.
Yeah, don't forget to email. Plug our stuff, bro. Plug our stuff. Man. We didn't plug anything today.
Yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram, @handsomekelly_. Watch my snaps. Or not. Snap is kind of dying.
Snap is dead, bro.
Why did he do that?
Dying. I don't know why they did that, bro.
That wasn't
Snap is over. I hear a lot of people say they're just moving to Instagram and that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, again, follow my Instagram. I post the same thing from Snap on Instagram. So let's just stick with Instagram. Follow my Instagram is @handsomekelly_. We highly recommend you guys email us. What are we doing? PC@gmail.com. Again, that's what are we doing? PC@gmail.com. Also tweet us. What are we doing, Pete? We're gonna start being more active.
We're slacking on Twitter. You know, people have been adding us, but we're just, we haven't.
I'm not a tweeter.
Yeah.
you know. So my girl, she listened to the last one. And, I think I said follow us on Twitter, and I think Twitter I said something, and she was like, "What did she say again?" Something in reference to like I can tell you don't tweet. Like just say tweet me or something like that. Like, it's been a while. I haven't used Twitter since high school.
I used to go hard on Twitter, but I just gave
Twitter
it
was
up.
the thing.
Twitter was the thing.
My Twitter was the thing.
Yeah, I used to be reckless on Twitter, but
but that's in the past.
Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I hardly use Snapchat anymore, but follow me on Instagram at way2irrational, way2irrational. Shout out again to Nick D. His Instagram for our artwork is Nick the Artist, just one the.
Got that right.
Yeah, shout out to him for making the artwork for us. Like I said, email us, rate us. If you like what you hear, give us 5 stars. If you don't like what you hear, give us 5 stars.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. That's the algorithm now.
It is. You just gotta build it.
there. And share this with one friend. Thanks you for the growth, and we will see you next week. Ah, yes, we did it.
Yeah. No, we didn't even plan that. Like, that was good. All right, cut it off.